Here we go.
What? So it's album review time.
Really?
You know who we got up next.
Oh, man. It's that man, D-Smoke.
Hey, tell the people more about D-Smoke.
D-Smoke, if you guys are not familiar, D-Smoke is a young man that won Rhythm and Flow, which is T.I., Cardi B, and Chance the Rapper show.
Right.
It's on Netflix. Now, to me, I kind of looked at it as the Rap American Idol. Except with the Rap American Idol, man, they went all out with some of these platforms that they had these rappers on. They had them do videos,
right,
and then they had a performance in the finale. Now, D-Smoke was the winner of the show.
Now, this is the one where he's performing with T.I. as well as Cardi B. Are they like judges watching him?
They are judges watching him.
Okay.
So, I don't know how many of you all have seen it, YouTube family, but this man's finale performance, it was called The Last Supper.
I seen it today.
Amazing, right?
Breathtaking.
Breathtaking.
The visuals. The man starts off playing the piano.
No one knew he could play the piano.
Exactly.
And then another thing that's really cool and interesting about this young man is his brother is also signed to Top Dog Entertainment, which is a home of, of course, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
J-Rock, Ab-Soul. Now,
it's interesting you say that because the first time I heard him, and it was my first time hearing him, so I was very unaware who the artist was.
His brother, Sir.
Yes, absolutely, right? He sings.
He sings.
He sings. So when I first heard him, I said, this guy has to be with TDE because his sound was so much like them. I said, if you are a fan of TDE, Kendrick Lamar, J-Rock, you definitely you're going to be a fan of this guy's music.
And he's also from California.
Yes.
Repping the Inglewood.
Yeah.
And they love him hard out here. And it's funny you mentioned that he has to be with TDE because he has the whole musical side going. I like his whole jazz influence.
Right.
He has a track even that he's done with Terrence Martin. Shout out to Terrence Martin, the great saxophone player he is. So everyone is showing him love here in California. He has a song with Snoop on the album. The album is called Black Habits.
Black Habits.
It just came out today.
That's actually there's a song Black Habits. Track number 7.
Black Habits
Real
1
good.
And there's Black Habits 2.
I have it written down in my notes of one of my favorite songs.
So let's kick it off with the music review. What did you like and what didn't you like from D-Smoke?
I liked it. Let's start off with the bad and then the good.
All right, let's go.
This is the bad.
Uh-oh.
It's not really that bad. It's really not that bad. The only thing I would say that is I can't really say it's bad, was the fact that he did sound like he was a TDE artist, and I heard a lot of influences from Kendrick Lamar. Almost like a cousin to Kendrick Lamar. So I was like, well, like family, but Kendrick Lamar is his own style, his own voice, his own entity. So when I heard him, he reminded me a lot like that, and I don't think he's such a visionary and so articulate. I don't think he was trying to be that way. It just, he can't help the way that God gave him his voice.
So you're saying it just came off that way?
It came off as a little Kendrick Lamar-ish, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Kendrick Lamar is one of the young GOATs. So that would be the only thing that I would say is bad. To me, it really influenced Kendrick Lamar. That's what I said. When I first heard it, this has to be a TDE signee.
Wow.
That would be my bad. Good.
You're good.
My good would be...
We got to the good, people.
We're getting to the good.
Okay.
The good would be the album in its entire body of work. Close to a classic.
Man.
Close to a classic.
YouTube family. Lledo is talking about close to a classic.
I do not give reviews... First of all, K-Way Don't Play ain't here today.
Yeah, K-Way, we miss you, my sister.
K-Way Don't Play is in San Diego.
Man, she's in San Diego. Man, drink one of those wines and sit on that beautiful beach for me.
Right.
Go to...
Sir, it's no beach. It's with the kids. It's no beach. No.
Yeah. Have fun for me, K-Way. We miss you. We got nothing but love, my sister.
We hope you try.
Yes.
But to be honest with you, I think that it was as close to a classic album as can be, from the simple standpoint of he was so articulate into his message and to what he was putting out there. His message in every single song. One of my favorite songs was, where's it at? I love Like My Daddy. Track number 14.
Like My Daddy.
I love the track number, Fly, featuring Davion Ferris.
Yes.
I'm bumping that right now.
Yes. I don't know who Davion Ferris is, but D Smoke, you put me onto this, man.
Shout out to Davion Ferris.
Shout out to Davion Ferris.
Yeah.
I cannot wait till you have your own project because you really did your thing on this project, and I enjoyed you, Davion Ferris.
What is one of your favorite tracks? Wait. Let's start off with the good and the bad.
Oh, the good and the bad. For me,
yeah, but good or bad?
I don't have any bad.
Wow.
To me, this album, it is a love letter to our community as black people.
I love that.
I look at it as I looked at Solange as a seat at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z's 444.
Yes, sir.
He's speaking to not only his community and the black and the brown, but he's basically saying, look, man, this is where we come from. This is what we went through. This is how we're going to rise up as a people. And he's saying, look, we're here. Let's stay together. Like, I see his album as a love letter to the black soul. Like, love your blackness.
Like number 6, I'll Hershey kiss your wounds.
I love it.
One of my favorite lines of the record. It was crazy. That's featuring Jill Scott. And I can't pronounce the other guy's name. I can't pronounce it. And I don't even want to try to mess it up.
Let's see here. His name is, I can't pronounce it.
Oh, yeah, we won't do it.
We won't do it.
We won't do it. But go to...
Sun-Kissed.
Yeah, go to number 6, Sun-Kissed, and whoever that other guy is, it's spelled Iguocho.
Yes.
Great record.
I think you're Nigerian or you're West African, but...
Can we get a West African accent?
West African accent, my brother! Yes.
Yeah, so what else did you like?
I enjoyed, you know what? The funny thing is I like subtlety, right? Mm-hmm. So that morning prayer, very different, right? Because a lot of albums, and it's funny you brought in Kendrick Lamar, because I remember Good Kid, Mad City. It starts off with him talking, and there's like a conversation going on.
You mean
sort of.
The intro?
The intro, sort of like there's an intro talking, and then like, you know this girl Shireen. You're like, who's Shireen? You know, who's this character? He had all these characters. And then it goes into the album and Maya Angelou's talking about, you know, why do you hate your brother? And, you know, you can't have hate in your heart. And she's talking. So I kind of loved the whole story and how you mentioned the body of work.
For him to get Maya Angelou, it shows how deep he was trying. How deep he was trying to go with this record.
Right. So when I see D Smoke doing the morning prayer, and then the album, I'm thinking, it's called Black Habits, right? So I'm like, Black Habits, you got your album starting out with a morning prayer. It's like, what do we do as black people? We are very religious people.
Yeah.
So when I think about
the kids were praying.
The kids were praying.
In the intro and wishing that their father would come home.
Right. It's amazing.
That's representing him as one of the children.
Exactly.
Interesting enough, when you say that Good Kid, Mad City. Good Kid, Mad City. The album, the artwork reminded me of...
Yes. So
completely. That's why I was thinking, is this a Kendrick Lamar type of...
Right. So
too many celebrities.
For anyone who hasn't seen this, and we'll probably have a picture of the album just for you all to see, YouTube family. It's a picture, it looks like, of him with his family.
Visiting the father in prison.
Right, right. It's very, very... very sentimental. It's a beautiful, it's like a family photo, and you just look at it and you're like, wow, you know, he really saved this photo to use it at this time.
Right.
You know, it's just one of those classic moments, and I'm sure it means a lot to him, you know?
Any club bangers on there?
Club bangers. Man.
I got one.
You got one. Okay.
No commas.
No commas.
No commas is a club banger. The first thing it reminded me of was a Jay-Z.
Wow.
The first thing it reminded me of, I was like, this guy... Whoever the producer is, I did not take the time to look at the research.
Now, I got to look at the producers, too, because it's funny you mentioned that, because he worked... we were talking about his budget.
Jazz, can you see who the producer is on that track? No Commas, number 3.
Yeah, No Commas, number 3. We'll take a look, but I just feel like you mentioned TDE. We talked about TDE earlier.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if we see Soundwave pop up on here. Soundwave is a big TDE guy. He does a lot of great work, great producer. I'm sure Terrence Martin is on there somewhere because he's a TDE affiliate, does a lot of work with them.
Okay.
But he just went in the bag and he showed so much love to where he was from.
Oh,
you know, the Snoop Dogg. You know, he had everybody on here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him working with Anderson .Paak soon. even though Anderson .Paak is not from LA, but he's still California.
He's from Oxnard, so
he's from
LA
Oxnard.
has embraced him.
Yeah, so LA has embraced him. I saw a lot of pride in where he comes from, and I love that.
I like how he can flip up the styles. Where I did say, the thing that I didn't too much care for was the similarities to Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
But then there's also an appreciation of how great he is as an artist.
Definitely.
And I really like Seasons Past #9 because it reminded me of J. Cole. So I was like, this guy's really getting into his bag.
And one thing I will say is there was a song that he actually had, the Black Habits you mentioned. Black Habits 1 is my favorite track. I don't know who the Jackie Gucci is or Gucci. I'm probably messing it all up.
Well, we mess up names.
We mess up names here. Welcome to Luminary Sound.
Welcome to Luminary. We're going to mess your name up. But it's all up.
So the thing about it is you mentioned his articulate nature, and then he has that spitfire rap where it's like, I got a feeling he's going to have songs where you go look up stuff because I feel like he's one of those rappers that takes those dictionary words and flips them and makes them cool.
Like an Eminem.
He's got that whole vibe, and it's really cool because he's saying some really powerful stuff, but he's saying it in such a subtle way.
Yeah. And
he's doing it with cool beats, and I love the jazz influence.
Oh, and the Black Jesus.
And
Black
it's
Moses.
so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
What do you rate the album?
So, rating the album.
Here we go.
I'm going to give this man a good 4.7.
Woo!
Very close to a 5 for me. The only thing that...
Why is it not a 5?
The reason why I won't give it a 5...
Is it because it's too soon?
No, I just felt like... it had me so engaged with the story, but as the album goes, it turns more away from the story. And I kind of wanted, like, the conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted that conclusion feeling, but I think the reason why he did it that way, the way he did it, was because he wanted the music to speak for itself.
Yeah.
Which it did. The music is awesome. I think it's probably, to me, it's the best album I've heard thus far this year. I will say that on record. I know we just started 2020, but D-Smoke, your name is proper, my brother.
So you gave it the 4.7. You saying it's the best one that you've heard all
thus
year.
far.
I'm going to say that I do not disagree. I was hovering between a 4. I was hovering between a 4.8, not close to a 5, a 4.6. I got to go with the 4.7.
Wow.
I got to go with it. And the only reason it's not a 5 is the cadences was too much like Kendrick Lamar for me to go there.
For you
it wasn't enough individuality in his own music.
But all in all, D-Smoke, we love your project, Black Habits. We can't wait for you to do more stuff.
Absolutely.
If you guys haven't checked out the album yet, go check out Black Habits. It's on all kinds of platforms.
It's a long album, 16 tracks.
It's a long album, and we'll put some pictures in there for you. We'll give you a little snippet or so. But Black Habits, great album.
Yeah, we definitely encourage you to check it out.
That's right.
Music reviews.
Music reviews, baby.